Hi everybody, welcome to Carnation TV. I'm Laura. We've got Taz next door. I thought you were going to say hello, Taz. So Taz is next door, reading all your messages and making sure I don't break anything. Right, now we have got the craft along. So we're going to look at the last two collections that we looked at this morning. So the first thing that we're going to look at is a Woodland Welcome, which is this absolutely adorable set. Over 30% of this is gone. It's on a show price at $17.99 today, and that is going to go back up to full price at midnight tonight. So if you want to grab it while you've got that savings on there. It is the most adorable little collection. You've got this works perfectly obviously with the collection that's coming up, but it's just such a stunning collection that you can use on its own. I mean, look at them. You've got the owls in there, you've got the fawns, you've got the rabbit, but you've also got in there the little bags, the envelopes, the scrolls as well. You can look at that. They're just so cute. What was it? Taz and Tommy. And what were the rabbits? Can you remember? I can't remember. We'll come back to the rabbits. But you can see, bringing them all in together, you can see how this is going to work with the collection we've got. Let me just grab some that I can show that use that on their own, so you can get some ideas of how this will work just using these. How pretty is that? So pretty, with the owl there telling you your story. Look at them giving a little letter. They're just so cute, aren't they? They're just absolutely adorable, and you can bring in different occasions with these. They look like storybook characters that you could just tell your own little story with. Use them for memory books, use them for Valentine's, that could be an anniversary. So many different ways that you can use these. Look at this one, looks like he's giving him a little hug. Oh, they're so cute, and I think we're all animal lovers, aren't we? So bringing in different nesting dies. You might have a home already. Like this one, look, he's got his scroll there, ready to take off and deliver that. This is my favourite. Who is this? Fiona. Look at that. How adorable is that? Love that. And then another favourite. Oh, Fiona again. With that lovely frame. Bringing in the foliage, because you've got the foliage, you've got the leaves, you've got the like long grass, and you've got the florals in there as well, so you can make your own little scenes like so. We did see this one earlier, Charles. It does not want to stay up though. There you go. So you can see that, and all of those samples I've just shown you now are using just the Woodland Welcome on its own, but I'm just going to show you a couple so you can see how when we bring in the Adventure Awaits collection, these are the type of cards that you could be making. So that's bringing in the Adventure Awaits. You're going to be able to do things like this where you bring in those animals into that woodland scene with all of your, look at him sticking behind there. Look at that. And then this is also the through the trees card shaped die. So we've also got that on the show, and that's going to allow you to be able to make cards like that. It's also got mats on there as well. I'll show you some more with that. Let me just move these, because if I just grab this, so that's using the mats that you've got on there, or you can do things like this one where you're using the trees on their own. Oh, then let me grab one more. You can see there using the panels of the trees. So you can mix those up, but just to give you a quick look of what that through the tree card shaped die set looks like, because I'll show you more, because they have been mixed in with the Adventure Awaits. So I'm going to grab some samples now so we can see the Adventure Awaits one, because on this show we're going to look at the both. So we've done the Woodland Welcome. There's so many samples here, I don't know what to do with them. So the price on the Adventure Awaits is also going to go up at midnight tonight. So if you do want to grab that one, maybe you missed out, maybe it's the first time you're seeing it today. It's on it. Oh. Taz wants to know if it's the first. It's the first time I'm seeing it today. Well, last week, but you know. So I didn't see it on launch. So maybe it is the first time that you're seeing it. Maybe you were jetting off on your own adventure when this launched last time. So you can make absolutely stunning cards like this. You've got that absolutely stunning layered foliage frame that you can see there, that you can just easily go in, die cut out and build your scenes with. And this whole card is done from the mats and layers from that card shape. So exactly like this one. How stunning is that? I love this one in the different colours, bringing in your creams and bringing up the yellows in the suitcase. So that's Vera. And then another one that you can see with those through the trees, using those mats, using the milestone. It's absolutely stunning. They work together so well, don't they? This one I absolutely adore. That's so pretty. Just on cream. And then you can see there, who has done this? Pam has cut the birdcage out twice. So put gold card on top of it and then put gold mirror card under it. And you can just see when it catches the light, it looks metallic, doesn't it? It looks like a real birdcage, which is absolutely stunning. And then we've got that one, look at that. Love that, bringing in those lights, adding some glossy accent. You can really see like how they shine. It's so lovely, isn't it? Really, really nice. Absolutely gorgeous. That's Janine. And then I've got another one here from Janine. So this is using 3 of those frames, so you can see, and then layered in the embellishments inside with your sentiment. Stunning. Right, let's make a demo. Right, let's make a card. So I've got my card here.
Sorry.
And we're going to do, going to put some foam on the back here.
Just while you're doing that, Linda has just messaged. I'm assuming she's ordered today. She said, "Good afternoon, Laura and Miss Taz. My dies are on the way."
Wow.
From ordering today.
That's quick. We know though, don't we? We already know how quick Carnation are at getting the orders out. So many people messaging to say that they've got the dies it's almost next day delivery, which is absolutely amazing. Obviously it does depend on what time you order, and obviously I think all delivery services are very busy right now, aren't they? Taz just said they're all delivering to her. Right, so we've got some foam on the back of this layer. So I've got a sheet here of perfect papers. There are perfect papers that coordinate in perfectly with the Adventure Awaits, which we do have as well if you want to grab some of those, or maybe you've got this collection already, you want to grab some extra, you're running out. Perfect chance to get them. Pull these off here, and then so we've got our frame, and we've got that on there like so. So that's going to pop on there, and then we're going to do that on there, like so. So we're kind of making our own little L shape. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop, just going to pop these on the back of that, and then I'm going to see where my green bit of card goes to. So pop that there like that. So because I'm going to stick that and it's going to overhang, just turn it round where you need it to go, and then just pop your foam on the back like that, so it's on your card. So I know I don't go over where I need to go. So you're not going to get any foam overhang, and you're not going to get that sticky bit then, just stick into absolutely everything. Put that on there. Right, so this is going to go on there. Turn that around. That's going to pop on there like that. And then this one's going to go on there. And then we're going to bring in, I've got the through the trees, and what I've done, because I only wanted the actual tree part of the die, so what I've done is I've just, that leaf frame that comes on the side of it, I've snipped that away. So we're going to pop just our trees on there like so. Okay, so we're just going to have those trees on there, and I'm just going to use some wet glue. Just stick this down, just put some glue on our table, on our mat. And we'll just use some glue. So I'm just going to use this just for these thinner bits, and then I'll just use the glue then just for speed. Pop that on there, and now this is just going to sit on there like that, so we've got almost like our woodland scene to start off with. Oh look, Taz has just said it looks Christmassy. It could be Christmassy, couldn't it? Put your winter scene in with that. So that is going to sit there like so. And then we've got our bridge, so of a log. And you can see how effective that is when you just weave those in. And you can see how that just gives you that depth of perception straight away, that this is at the front, that's at the back, when it's all just there for you. This is going to sit there. So what I'm going to do is grab some glue, and I'm going to put a little bit there on the front, so where I want that water to sit, and I'm going to do the same, so flip it round and do the same on the back. So then when you grab this, you can pop that there like that. So you've got that there now, ready to go. That is going to go there. Now before I stick that in, I'm going to bring in some flowers. So I've got a little bit of foliage here, and what we're going to do is we're going to pop in our little foal that is going to go over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop some of these down first. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue behind these flowers. And pop that there like that. And then I've got one here, and you can see if I just put that there like that, you can see how I've snipped into that one. So I've made it smaller, so don't be afraid to snip into them and change the shape and go in with them, because you can easily go in and do that. That's going to go there like that. Then this one, let me just put him there so I know he's going to go there behind him. So just add some glue. And then that is going to just sit there like that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop him on there. So just use some glue. And he's going to go there. Like that. I'm going to pop in our little bridge that we can use with that water on the bottom, so it looks like it's that little bridge going over a little stream ready for them to walk across. That's going to go about with that like that, and then we're going to add in our little bunny with that. Oh, it could be a hair as well, couldn't it? I thought hares are generally bigger, aren't they? Hares are much bigger than rabbits. That is going to go under there. Just tuck that in there. And then we've got these, which are going to go on my tweezers. That's going to go in there like that. And then this one is just going to go on the end for here. And that floral that I told you I cut into, that was the bit that I cut off, and I'm going to stick that on there. So I'm not wasting absolutely anything. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to curl those a bit. And I put this down first. Just put a little bit of glue behind that. And then this is just going to sit there. And then do the same thing with this, because this is actually one of the decoupage layers for that floral there. That is going to go there, so I just need to move that down. And that will just look as if it's tucked in with that there. And then all that's left to do is just add in a sentiment. So let's just put some glue on the back of this, and then we can add it to our mat and pop it on. So I've used the same green in the background as I've done for this, so it's the same perfect papers for the sentiment, and I've just put it on, well, I'm going to put it on a white mat, just so, because I'm going to put it on the trees and it's going to stick out a bit, and I don't want you to lose the wording and the writing through the trees. So that's going to go on this mat. Pop that on there, and that really stands out then like that on that white card. You can really see the font and the writing of that. And then this is just going to sit for there. So if I lift that up, I'll actually move that there. It's just lovely how the animals, they just work, everything just effortlessly works together without even thinking about it. But so the animals are from a Woodland Welcome set, which is on a show price today for $17.99. It is going to go back up at midnight tonight, so if you do want to grab it at that price, then grab it before it goes back up tonight. It is absolutely gorgeous with those animals in there and the foliage as well in there, so you can build up your own little scene. But you've also got the bag and the envelopes and the letter, so you can make your own little story of some of the animals, delivering notes and things like that. But then we've also used the Adventure Awaits collection, which brings everything together. So we've used both in that demo, and you can see how brilliantly they work together. So if you wanted to go in and bring both of them in, you can easily do that because they work absolutely perfectly together. You've got the layered foliage frame, which is what I'm going to use now. It's such a big frame to be able to use. You've got all of the florals, you've got the lamps, you've got the milestone, you've got the suitcases and the bags, you've got those bridges with the river or the lake that I was saying about. You've got the camping bag with the lamps, and you've got those sentiments that you can mix and match in with the sentiments that you can print out ready to use as well. So there's so much in there that you can use. Right. So let me just get all the little bits off. Right, so we're using that layered foliage frame to start off with, and this is the larger mat that you get with that frame. So this is the 16 centimeters. Taz is telling me she's measured it herself. And all I've done is I've cut out two, so I've just run two through my die cutting machine, and I've just scored the top of one, and that's going to give us our card shape. Okay, so that's my card base ready to go. So that's going to sit on there like that. Then we've got our perfect papers in green, and we're just going to pop this on there. So just raise this layer up a bit. I'm going to run out of tape. This is just going to sit on there like that. And then next layer in then with our dies, we've got our white cardstock, and this is just going to fit onto that green card, so onto our perfect paper, and you're going to have that perfect sizing going round, so that brings that card shape in. So you've got that bit of green there now, just framing your project straight away. Now I'm just going to add some tape onto this frame, and you can see the actual width of the frame in this is quite a large. Oh, I think I've run out of tape. Frame, so you can see I'm putting this foam tape on with no issues. Hang on, I need to get another foam pad tape. Hold the line, Carla, hold the line. There we go. Right, so we'll just go around this like that, and it really does just bring the whole frame into perspective, because you've got that depth in there in the center. So when I turn that around now, you've got like the shadow behind it, and it really does just draw your eye, and it makes such a difference. Obviously, you know, you don't have to do it every time. It depends what you're gonna put on there or what you're planning on doing with it. But if you just want to make a simple card, quick and easy, you could easily just do this. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4 passes so far with the die cutter machine. This one will be, what did I just say, 4? So this is number 5. Now if you put that on there like that, you can see you've got all that shading, all that detail in there. You could easily just pop that in there, and that could be a card. And it looks absolutely stunning, but really quick. And that would be 5 passes of through your die cutting machine to do that one. So next thing we're going to do is, now this card, we're putting a bit of everything on you. We're going big for this one. So let me grab a pin flare, because I feel like this one's going to run out now. So we've got this long grass, which is in the Woodland Welcome, and this you can mix in with the other one really, really good. It's going to just draw your eye in, even just little corner bits you can add in. You can see you've got the other foliage there and your floral as well from that collection. So far these dies are from the Woodland Welcome. So we're going to add in these. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in this one first. Just put a bit of pin flare on the back there. And I'm using pin flare because obviously I've got that frame now elevated and I don't want to squash it down. So that pin flare is just going to grab onto the foliage in that frame. Instead, if I put foam pads on it, I'd squash it all back down, which I don't want to happen. So put some pin flare on our lovely fall there, and she is going to sit right there, and then we're going to go in with this there. Oh. Go in with the floral. So this is the, what was it called again, Taz? Just forgot. Canterbury Bells is what that one was, which is something new for me. I'm learning, Taz, I'm learning. Canterbury Bells. Right, I'm just going to lift that up. And this is just going to tuck in there. Like so. Who wants to move? There. Right, so we've got that bit done, and I'm just going to add in that there, but I'm just going to cut the bottom bit off because I just want that to be a little bit lower, so it doesn't look the same level as the other one. So that is going to just sit in there like that, and I'm going to bring in our what was this one called again? Everything But. This is going to come in, and we're going to add this in this corner. So this is just going to sit there like that. We're going to add in some flowers. Now, if I was doing it at home, obviously I'm using pin flare. If you're using pin flare, that's fine. But if I was doing this at home, what I would tend to do is like put everything where I want it to go, and then I know where I want it, and I'd glue from the back. But if you're using pin flare like I am now, you can easily just lift things up and tuck them in. But if I was at home, I'd have probably like just placed them there. Like, do you know, sometimes you see me going like that, and I just place them and then pick them up and then glue it, and then you can just carry on then. You don't have to worry. That's gonna go about there. that there. She says like that. And then we might put that in. Right, we got our bird. And he is going to be delivering the letters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut. So the bags, now I'm using the reverse, so it's going to come to you like that as you die cut it out. Because I got the mirrored vignette, I can turn it around. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to snip, so where the handle of the bag will meet the bag basically, so where the handle strap starts. I feel like you need your own sound effects, Taz. So where that meets, I'm going to snip that, and then I can tuck his arm in there, like that. How good! Yeah, don't come that close to my face. Right, so that is going to tuck in there like that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue on there just to hold that in place because I don't want it to move anywhere. So that is going to go there. Like so. And before I stick him down, I'm going to stick one of these letters. You're making a right mess here. We're going to stick that in there like that, so it looks like one of the letters is in the bag. Ready? Got that there like that. And then we're going to pop him there. So I'll just put some glue on the back of that. And then he is just going to sit right there. We're going to put our rabbit for there as well. So it looks like he's the one getting his letter delivered to. I'm going to tuck him there. Like so. And then I'll stick this for that as well, so we can have some floral behind there, like that. So we're going to mix those florals coming through, and we're going to add a little bit of glue to the top of that. So I've just literally cut a little strip of card, popped a stamp of sentiment on there, and that is just going to sit on there like so. So I've just cut that with the same colour card as the matte layer, and then there. Ah. Oh. It wouldn't stick to the card, and now it's sticking to my finger. There you go. I am waiting for everything to just collapse, but you know, if you were crafting at home, you wouldn't be picking them up, would you, with your pin fly? You just leave it there to set. Right, let's have a look at some more of the samples, because there's so. Let me just put my let me just put my lid on my glue. I've only got a tiny bit left, and I'm scared it's going to clog up. Right, what samples do you want to look at as? Which ones did I do last time? Right, so we've got our gorgeous little rabbit, and do you know what I really like about this card as well? That the actual card looks like a postage stamp. So you could, so you know, it kind of goes in theme of him delivering something, like he's posting something. You got this absolutely gorgeous one here. Who did this one? So, well, it looks like, you know, he's just giving his friend a little hug in the back there. Absolutely adorable how that would work. Definitely adding in those foliage. You got your two little rabbits there, like delivering their love notes, the love letters to each other for Valentine's Day. Oh, I love you. Do you know what? Taz has just said, I hate to say it, but it's not that far away. It actually isn't, is it? Because it's January. It's nearly January, isn't it? It's like, yeah, and then isn't it like the second week of February? So yeah, it's not actually that long away, is it? So to be fair, if you do like stalls and craft fairs and things, you probably started making your Valentine's cards now. So really look at them. Oh. And you know, I can just see them for baby cards, like the little baby fawn. Absolutely look at them. And you know, like, I love that you see like white on white cards, because it just goes to show how much detail and artwork you get in the vignettes, in the dies. They do all the hard work for you. Look at that. I can imagine that, like, do you know, if you did like 2 or 3 of them in a nursery on a wall. Yeah, like in a photo frame on a nursery in a wall, like you could just imagine like the initials in them, or like the letters spelling out each name. Do you know what I mean? She's not saying anything. She's like, huh? Yeah. Right, so I'm going to show you now some samples using the Woodland Welcome with the Adventure Awaits, so you can see how they work together. Look at that. And oh, actually, wait there, let me move them once, because that's from the other die that we'll show you in a minute. This is such a clever card. So the card that I just demoed with, the foliage frame, this is the card shape from the foliage frame, scored in half, look. So you're only using half of that card. How stunning is that? Absolutely gorgeous. And you can really see the depth in the story in it. It looks like a proper scene, doesn't it? Look. That could be Valentine's as well, couldn't it? We've got Taz's Hogwarts card by Janine. It is like Hogwarts. I do see where you're coming from with that one. Look at that. Love. Another one. I think the design team felt a theme with this one. Who did this one? Janine. And then, look. Oh. So cute. Right, so that's bringing it in with an adventure awaits, and then this is bringing in the Through the Trees die that comes separately. So this is the separate die that gives you the Through the Trees card shape, which is absolutely stunning. This was the trees that I used in the previous demo, and you can see there how you get the foliage frame on the other side, which works absolutely perfectly. But you could do things like this, where you cut into the trees and use it completely separate, or you could use the whole frame on your card as a background, just like, can't pick it up, Taz. That one. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. Right, let's get into another demo. I don't know where these go. I'm just going to put them for that, because I'm running out of room. let's do demo. So let's just move these bits of the way. And let's make our card. So I've got a 6x6 card, and we're just going to mat and layer some white card on top of that. So I've got some of the smooth cardstock that is just going to fit on there like so. So all we're doing for this is just we're doing like a basic card, because I'm going to add lots, because I've used the both in this and I've used quite a lot of them, so I want quite a simple design on the background. So I've just gone for white and craft card, and doing white or bringing white space into the background really draws your eye into what you're putting on it, because you've got that white and then those colours in your dyes that you put on are really going to pop off the page. So this is just going to sit on there, so just raise it up just to add that bit of height into that. So that's just going to frame, and then we're going to pop our circle on there like that. So I'm going to do the same thing with this, just to add in a bit of height. I'll pop that on there. Right. So just gonna layer this layer of craft card on there. So I'm just gonna pop that circle there, and then this one's gonna go in there. So I've just used one of our stamps and just stamped in just a happy birthday, I think it was it? Yeah, happy birthday sentiment on there. So just using some black ink, just pop that there, and we've got our card. And now we're gonna go in with our florals. Now I've got the everything but, and I've already added in, so you've got the decoupage bits for the hat box and the umbrella. I've already added those in, so you can see the layers there. This is going to go in, and we're literally, I think I've got everything is going to go on this card, okay? Everything. Right, so let's start adding this in. So we're going to go in, so I'm going to start at the back, okay? So let's move this, and this is what I would do if I was at home now, okay? So start at the back, and like I said, if I was doing it at home, place everything before you glue it. But I'm going to go in and add that. So I'm going to add our grass in, and I'm going to do the same over this side. And because you've got the mirrored vignettes, you can see how they're both going that way. So they're not both going like that. So if you didn't have the mirrored vignettes, they would both go that way. But you can have them so they look right. They look how they look different, even though it's still the same dye that you're using. So the bridge I've got, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just tuck this actually behind there. So I'm going to go in like that. So we've got our bridge there. I've got pin flag glue all stuck to my fingers here. Right, add in our flower. So this is going to sit in there like that. And you can see when you bring your foliage in, it kind of all blends in, so it doesn't look as if one starts there and the other one starts there. It just all works. It just all looks like how it's supposed to be, if that makes sense. Now this is going to sit Oh, I've got this one as well, haven't I? Told you I had everything on here. I've forgotten what I've even got. Right, this is going to go on there. So let's pop this down first, because this is going to be the one that's right at the focal point. So that's going to just go there, like so. That's just going to sit there. Now we're going to add in some flowers behind this as well. And do you know what? I think I've got pin fly behind that anyway. So I'm just going to, I'll just add a tiny bit there, just to make sure that stays down. Lift that up, tuck that in there. So I've got those flowers coming up from behind there, and I've got another one here. And can you see I've already added in the decoupage on there, because you've got those layers that you can add in just to make those flowers really pop. That is going to go on there like that. Now I'm not worried so much about gluing these down, because I'm putting things on top of them. So like that, I've only just glued the bottom, but I'm going to add other things in anyway, so I'm not worried about it not being glued down, if that makes sense. Right, so that's going to go there. Now this is going to sit up there like that, so as if it's like half on the bridge and half leaning against everything, but I am running out. That is going to go there like that. Got that there like so. This one, I'm going to tuck that in behind that as well, just to raise that up. So just to bring some more height in here. Pop that on there, and then I'm just going to tuck that in. There like that. And then I've got a lantern, and this is just going to sit on there like that. So it looks as if it's on that suitcase. Oh. That is going to go there like that. So that just looks as if it's sat there on the suitcase, and then we're going to pop in a little rabbit there. He's going to go there like that. Doesn't it look as if they've just come across a campsite and they're destroying it? They're like in everything. They're like, I'm going to look at this. What is this? What does this do? You can just imagine coming back and there's just stuff everywhere. They're going to go there like that. And then that's our card done. Look at that. They're proper mischievous, aren't they? You can just imagine coming back and everything is everywhere, and they're like nothing is left, nothing is salvageable, everything is broken and just absolutely all over the place. But do not forget that both the prices of those collections are going to go up at midnight. I don't know why I'm putting the lid back on that. It's literally gone. It's just in the bin. Midnight tonight, the prices of both collections at one collection and the Crafter Select are going to go up at midnight tonight. So if you want to get the Crafter Select, it is on a $17.99 until midnight tonight. It will go back up at full price tonight. So if you want to grab it while it's on that special offer, so you don't pay more than what you need to pay. Then we've got the Woodland Welcome. This one, Woodland Welcome, Adventure Awaits. Moving on. Adventure Awaits collection. So this is on a special best price today. It's $69.99. You get that full collection, including that massive cat foliage frame card shape there, which is absolutely huge. It's such a big die, perfect for your card bases that you will use all year round as well, not just with this collection. But you get everything that you see you're gonna get there. So from me and Taz, thank you so much if you've joined us today. We are back tomorrow. We are back at 10 with a expansion pack, which is brand new into spring. It's an expansion pack for into spring, into winter, which is brand new. And then at 12 o'clock, we've got a brand new USB. And then 2 o'clock, craft along. So if tomorrow is full of newness, so you can come and join me in Taz tomorrow. I hope you've enjoyed today. I hope if you've ordered something, you download it and get it printed out, and I hope it arrives to you to craft with tomorrow. But for now, hope you can join me in Taz tomorrow at 10, 12 and 2, but if not, bye for now.